Rutgers up the middle, a line smash, fumbled the football. The Blue Devils say they got it. Brad Rutgers looked like he had enough of the first down. So we've got the score, no score with 11:08 to play, and the Blue Devils.
Sunday, the topping of your choice. The new Sheboygan Falls Brazier Dairy Queen has 10 delicious toppings for you to choose from. Chocolate, strawberry, blueberry, cherry, pineapple, hot fudge, caramel, butterscotch, banana, or peanut butter. This Sunday Spectacular ends this Monday, November 2nd, so hurry in and let the Sheboygan Falls Brazier Dairy Queen treat you to a second Sunday free.
And the Sheboygan Falls Falcons did an excellent job stopping on a gain of only 1.
And that sets up a 2nd and 9, call it a short 9 situation. And once again, Mark Z calling the signals. He is the option quarterback. Look for him to run to the outside. They've had good success with that play.
Z gives on the delay to Grossman. He crosses the 15 to about the 17-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 2. It'll set up a 3rd down and call it 7 yards to go for the Blue Devils.
All up as much as they have. They've already suffered 2 interceptions. So the bread and butter for Evansville is to keep that ball on the ground, and Sheboygan Falls doing a good job defending that.
First down 10 at the 17-yard line. Rambling over to the 20-25 and a first down for the Falcons. Or I should say for the Blue Devils, that's finally springing loose. We haven't seen much of it. It's 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. No score here at Beaver Dam between the Falcons and the Blue Devils of Evansville. Glad you could join us this afternoon live on WPLY. 1st and 10, and the give from Z is over to, he gets down to about the 35-yard line as they're not afraid to spring him loose. Grossman
put his head down, is able to power ramble for 9 yards, and it's up a 2nd and 1 situation. Nice run there by Grossman, and it's a passing or running situation, just what Evansville needs.
Blue Devils on the 34-yard line now. They have kind of a free down right here, moving over the middle. They elect to go for the first down at the 35-yard line. We'll have to see if they got it, as again they give it to their workhorse back.
And the bread and butter back, we should mention he missed 4 games with a broken back, broken hand, so he is in excellent conditioning shape, and right now he's just carrying the ball for him. 5 straight carries, good for 20 yards.
1st and 10, 35, counter play, stuffed down at about the 30-yard line. It almost looked like an inside handoff. First it was given to Benash, and he tried to dump it off to the second man through.
Number 77, who is Tyler Adam, and also Jay Klister, as penetration can kill a counter play, and it cost them 5 yards, 2nd and 15.
Z with Remley and Grossman is setbacks on the 30-yard line, 2nd and 15. The gives to Grossman. He works on the outside down to about the 29-yard line, gain of 4, set up a 3rd down and call it 11 yards to go, so the Falcons will be in a prevent here. The score was 7:45 to play here at Beaver Dam. It's a 2nd down, 3rd down, calling 11 yards to go for Evansville. Ball resting on the 34-yard line. Z checks off the line. He is looking over the middle, and the give is to the pitch back to Z at the 30, and he will get down at about the 30-yard line. A little razzle-dazzle there. He gave to Benash, and Benash was a pullback.
And good play out there by Brad Rutgers, staying at home, and was able to make the tackle for about a 4-yard loss. Nice play by Brad Rutgers.
Benash stands on his own 20-yard line now, back to receive the kick to Falcons. It's a slow squib end over kick. It's going to go out of bounds at about midfield. Now the officials are Muslim. Sheboygan Falls and Kiel are featuring their semi-annual clothing sale. Underwear and all winter hats and mittens. Evans also has savings of 25% off all sleepwear and women's jewelry. So shop Evans and Sheboygan Falls and Kiel during their semi-annual clothing sale now through September 7th. November 7th, I should say. Going forward for a gain of yard on the play, expect he'll get down to about the 43-yard line. Call it 2 on the...
Good tough running by Scott Speck. He's done a bulk of the ball carrying as Brad Rutgers just hasn't been able to get it going. He's been getting hit as soon as he gets the ball. So they've been going to their hot back, and that is Scott Speck.
2nd down, 7 yards to go now for the Falcons. They have a wide man in Wolf, and Romer's looking. Good protection. Breaks down, and the fence down at the 48-yard line. They decided to send in the safeties and only 4 men back for the Blue Devils. The strategy works. It's a dump Romer back at about the 48-yard line. Big loss on the play. Loss of about 10. It's going to mark him back to a 30.
And this time really doing a number on the Sheboygan Falls passing attack. They just haven't been able to get it going. They're trying to keep backs in for extra blocking, but Evansville is just determined to get the Romer.
At the 49-yard line, Romer, protection breaks down, but he does get it off for cut blank, incomplete, and broken up by the big defense of the Blue Devils right there. I can't they're doing an excellent job defensing that match, and they're also doing a great job yard line, waiting to kick the ball away to the Evansville receiver, Benash. He's their lone set man. They also have 2 wide men, but it's not really a triangle like we've seen in the Eastern Wisconsin Conference. It's basically known that Benash will do the returning. This will be angled out of bounds. Great kick by Romer. This is going to roll down at the 5-yard line. With an excellent punt. It's going to mark him down.
Right now, Sheboygan Falls with an excellent opportunity. 5:46 remaining here in a scoreless first quarter.
1st and 10 now for Evansville. Ball resting on the 5-yard line. Z with 2 setbacks there. Watch his workman, Jade Grossman. He's 40 right here. And rolling straight back Z. He's going to throw out the end zone, scrambling, and he throws out to the flat. And it is Incomplete at about the 30-yard line, nearly intercepted out there by the Falcons, and then all of a sudden Benash had a chance at it. About 2 Falcon players and 1 Blue Devil.
So once again, field position, as not a whole lot of operating room for Evansville Albany here in this second quarter.
Second down, 10 yards to go, ball on the 5-yard line. Z checks off the line, he goes straight forward to Grossman, about to the 8-yard line, gain of 3 on the play, and it'll set up a 3rd down and call it 7.
With Z getting to the outside, they've been having to put it up as Sheboygan Falls has done an excellent job of taking the rushing attack away from Evansville Albany.
And again, a credit to the Falls secondary. Z's been intercepted twice so far, but so far Falls has not been able to cash in. Penalty flags on the plays. That one does not get off at about the 10, and we'll have to see what the infraction is about. The officials are conferring, and they call illegal procedure against the Blue Devils. That'll back them up 5 once again. And I'm
Play running to his left. The Falcon defense right, as that has been their best game to this point, but they can't afford to go backwards too far. They're only at their 3-yard line.
3rd down, 12 yards to go, ball on the 3. Z now, he gives to Grossman over the middle to the 10, to the 15, and almost a 1st down, back to about the 17-yard line. I should check that. The ball carrier was Tim Madsen.
The haircut on team night. The haircut
right now, and I believe they're going to be short. Sideline Sports of Sheboygan Falls says, "Go Falcons!" Sheboygan Falls Falcon fans show their support with Falcon apparel from Sideline Wisconsin wear. Sideline Sports also features seasonal sporting goods, sweatsuits, and colorful running wear. Cheryl, Paul, Mona, and Tom of Sideline Sports are looking forward to seeing you at their new location this week, 112 Pine Street, Sheboygan Falls. That's Sideline Sports, a store for Falcon fans, and it's a slow rolling kick taken by Willa Falls up at about the 45, 40, gets a block there, down to about the 35, turns the corner, the 30, 25, 20, and down to the 18-yard line. Great return by Mike Walner of 27 yards, gets him down to the 18. It's a first.
Mike sideline broke to the outside and returned that ball all the way, and Sheboygan Falls knocking at the door with the first real scoring opportunity.
1st and 10, 19-yard line. Falcons a ball. Big knocking on the door right here. Rutgers, the ball carrier, gets across the 15, and that's about where he's at, about the 15-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. Will set up a 2nd down and 6.
As you mentioned, Chris.
15-yard line now as Sheboygan Falls takes their time in the huddle. They want to punch it in here with inside of 4 minutes to play. 3:44 here in the first half, and the Falcons and Evansville are scoreless here in WPOI. Rauner back to throw, looking for the corner of the end zone, and incomplete, intended out there for Wolf. Couplet was also out there in the right-hand corner of the end zone, but again, great defense by Evansville. They've really done an excellent job.
End zone, and good heads-up play right there by the defense for Evansville Albany. They forced them to throw that ball out of the sidelines, and Falls takes the timeout.
And we'll take a timeout right here, too. And Jim, I'm really hungry right now, getting close to halftime, and I can Pine Street and Sheboygan Falls, who use their convenient pickup locations at Garland's and Plymouth at the factory.
Good luck, Falcons, from the Sewing Machine Shop, located at 860 Monroe Street on West Highway 28 in Sheboygan Falls.
3rd and 6 for the Falcons. Ball resting on the 16-yard line. Breck Reimer checks him off. Looking on to the outside. He's out to throw. He's looking over the middle. Caught by Wolf. Touchdown, Falcons. It's Brian Wolf over the middle as he stepped in front of his defender, hauled down that high pitch.
And Brian Wolf went tall for that pass, able to haul a turn all the way to the 18 by Mike Wallner, and the touchdown pass from Brett Rauner to Brian Wolf.
16 yards of play covers and caps off the drive, and John Frosto to add the extra point out of the hole of Wallner. Snap down, kick up, and it is good, and it's 7-0. So the Falcons go on the board early with 3:30 to county. And the Falcons with the good news, 7-0. They lead it here. They finally strike pay dirt on a 16-yard pass from Brett Reimer to Brian Wolf, and that caps off their drive. And now getting ready to kick at the 40-yard line is Frosto, and he'll be kicking to the Blue Devils. 3:30 to go, and the Devils will be receiving. This is Rosh at the 20. He gets to the 25 and down to the 30, and he's still on his feet. He loses the football at the 25. We'll see who's got it. It looks like the Blue Devils hauled it in. Now the Falcons say they have it, and we're waiting for
I saw a Blue Devil at the bottom of the pile. He got submarine, so I think the Blue Devils were able to recover as that ball was bouncing around at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Jim, I saw the arm come out, and the Blue Devils did get the football
for Evansville Albany as the ball is resting at the 25-yard line. Nice heads-up play out there by Todd Heritage to recover that fumble by Benash.
1st and 10 for the Devils, and believe it or not, they're on their own 25, and that's about the best position they've had so far in the second quarter. Rolling out Z's, a fine option quarterback, gets out to the 30-yard line, gain of 5 on the play. We'll set up a 2nd down and 5 as Z goes for 5.
And snap, both teams showing the pressure, and they're at the 30-yard line, setting up a 2nd and 5.
And again, they have one setback this time. Barash is back there and working out. It's a pitch to Barash, and he's got the block at the 30. He breaks through to the 35 to the 40 and down to the 42-yard line. He got a little bit of daylight wide out there, and I thought maybe it might be sprung for a big play. Falls did stop him, but
down, and that'll stop the clock as well. Z calls him quickly to the line of scrimmage.
First down, 10 yards to go, 42-yard line in Evansville in a hurry-up offense with 2:30 to play here in the first half. Z rolling out to the left. Again, he's got an option man. This time he'll take it himself, and down he goes into about the 40-yard line. Stopped by the Falcon defense, and it's a 2nd and 10.
They try to run that. Sheboygan Falls did a good job of stretching that play out and dumped it for no gain. Sets up a 2nd and 10.
And the Evansville Blue Devils now checking off there on their own 40-yard line. They send a man in motion to give us to the workman Messer, and he gets down to the 42 before he's clobbered by the Falcons. And Aaron Weiberg, who made the stop on that one, gain of 2 on the play, and it'll set up a 3rd down situation as Madsen will
forced to go into the air. Sheboygan Falls is dropping back 5-6 into coverage. And they're not getting good pressure on Z, but their defensive backs are in the right position, make the right read, and come up with the interception. Tim DeHarsh with 2 already.
Rolling out Z in the option play, and he gets about a yard on the play down to about the 43-yard line before he's stopped by the Falcons. It's going to set up a 4th down and call it 8. And a critical situation, the officials do call timeout. Falcons success. And from everyone at First Interstate Bank in Sheboygan Falls, we
in action, and it's 7-0. Chris, both teams is showing that they've been a little tense here. We've already had 6 turnovers in this contest and a couple other fumbles recovered by the team, so the football has been loose quite a bit today.
Minute 18 to play, and now kicking. Garage from his 30 gets off a great kick. This will hit down at about the 22-yard line, and they mark it at the, we'll have to see where the official spots it. He's moving up the field now, down to the 24. So that's where it'll be. 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line, and the Evansville faithful a little upset with the spot. But it's
out at the 24-yard line. Is where the ball passes over the out-of-bounds marker, not where it lines up, and that was at the 24-yard line.
1:12 to play here, and rolling out his Speck, he gets down to the original line of scrimmage, 25-yard line, 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Speck for no gain on the play. That'll get the clock rolling with 1:02, and there's a timeout, and who will be calling this one? Evansville will be. So the Blue Devils take time here, and there is about 1:02 to play here in the first half with the score 7-0. Play will be at the 25-yard line. So the Falcons with a deuce backfield. Rutgers and Speck behind the quarterback, Brett Rounder. They've got a wide man, Brian Wolf, and he's wide to the right. And this time they give us to Rutgers. He gets across the 30, and that's about where he'll stop at about the 30-yard line. But a great game for the Falcons. They gain 5. It's a 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Again,
for a touchdown with just 47 seconds remaining. Then converted a 2-point conversion in his first half, 55 seconds. So hopefully they can force Sheboygan.
They were shut out all the way until that kick return. Some could call it lucky, but instead they had enough confidence in their offense to go for 2.
They say there's luck and you make your own breaks.
That's exactly right. Brett Reimer rolling back to throw, looking for Wolf, incomplete. Barash on the coverage at the 45-yard line of the Blue Devils, and that's going to set up a 4th down situation. So the strategy pays off for Evansville.
Paid the price. He held on to it as long as he could. Wolf couldn't quite work open. Good pressure provided by Trent Bloom straight up the middle.
Brett Reimer has done an excellent job angling sideline kicks. This time will be called on for the long foot as he stands at the 20-yard line. He gets off a booming end-over-end kick. This will be elected to bounce and go out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. So it's a 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, and they have 48 seconds to move the ball and 64 yards to tie this score on the Pitchers here at Beaver Dam at the fairly new and very fine facility, the H.H. Sterling Field. And we've got a 1st down and 10 yards to go, 38-yard line. This time Shervany moves to get his man, rolling out a Z. He's looking, and he throws over the middle. He's got a wide man open at the 40-yard line to the 35, 30, 25, and he stopped at about the 22-yard line. And a blown assignment there allowed Matt Bratsky to get wide open, and he got down to about the 22-yard line before he was finally stopped.
So right now, Evansville Albany with their deepest penetration in the ballgame.
Check that. 1st down for the Blue Devils on the Falcons' 22-yard line. 2 setbacks for this one, and there's 28 seconds to play. Give the delay to Grossman. He gets across the 20 to about the 16-yard line, and the clock is at 22 seconds, and Evansville will spend their final timeout right here with 22 to play.
And that allows us to give you these announcements.
That's Sideline Sports, a store for Falcon fans. It's a 2nd down and 5 yards to go right now for the Blue Devils. The Falcon defense will be called on 17-yard line and 22 seconds to go. Z rolling out back to throw. He's got a wide open man, incomplete, overthrown at about the 10-yard line. Again, breaking his way wide open was big number 88 for the Blue Devils. Matt Bratsky incomplete at about the 10.
As he went out to cover, Bratsky and covered ground quickly and delivered a blow just as the ball passed Bransky's head. He was open, but Toby Lyons, he quickly covered ground. Good play by Lyons to get in the pace. 18 seconds to play right now in the first half, and Z rolling back to throw again. It's a 3rd down and 5. Looking over the middle, intercepted by the Falcons, and this is going to be returned to the 20, and down he goes
balls at about the 15-yard line. It looked like they were setting up a good wall as Brad Reckers picked that one off at about the 15-yard line. I thought they were going to be able to get to the outside, but instead
by Benash to bring them down.
And the clock runs out, of course. They don't stop the clock for a full time out of the change of possession. So the clock runs out, and that's the end of the